From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Well, the weather's been trying to spring us forward quite a lot over the last several weeks. Just a reminder, an early reminder, because folks want to be prepared. This weekend we already have daylight saving time beginning, which means we spring ahead 1 hour, spring forward. What am I saying? Spring ahead 1 hour Saturday night. That's this weekend, so we'll continue to remind you about that. Of course, one of the things that I think almost everyone loves about springing forward, those later sunsets. I mean, sunset tonight's at 6:22, and then March 10th, that's Sunday. Look at our sunset, 7:27. By the end of the month, sunset is 7:45. So, again, fans of later sunsets, they are coming just another several days down the line. It is a warm one. Sunshine mixed with cloud covers. We look from downtown Tulsa. You can see how the thicker cloud line is kind of pushing to the east as some drier air moves in, but there's also some more high clouds rolling in out of southeastern Oklahoma. All that to be said, of course, it's still a very warm day. We're in the upper 70s area wide, and by 3 to 4 o'clock when we hit our highs of the day, in general, it's going to be in the upper 70s where there's more cloud cover, low 80s where we see more sunshine for the late afternoon hours. Those winds, man, they are still strong. 25 to 35 miles per hour gusts are still common. They will start to settle down a little bit by the mid to late afternoon hours. As a cold front approaches, the pressure gradient weakens a little bit. What that means is that the wind speeds will start to subside slightly as far as the higher end gusts. Relative humidity values are better than they were for the most part over the weekend, but we're watching to the north and west. Pawhuska, you're down to about 40% relative humidity. Same in Pawnee, the number just dropped off the map there. By the 3 to 4 p.m. hour, as that cold front approaches, the humidity values will continue to drop. So notice what happens again near and northwest of Tulsa, mid to late afternoon. We're back in that range that we really don't want to be in when we talk about fire spread rates. Humidity getting below 30%, especially as it gets closer to 20%. Not good. The wind speeds will be, again, coming down a bit, but we still want you to use a lot of caution, particularly north and west of Tulsa, where the lowest humidity will be this afternoon. Fire spread rates would still be around 150 feet per minute. There have been a few fires popping up in Osage County today, so we want people to be very careful with that. Once again, highs today, upper 70s, low 80s. Now, as that cold front pushes in tonight, it will trigger a few, it looks like at least isolated storms along the boundary. Tulsa, if we're going to see one in the metro, and that's a big if, around the 6 to 7 p.m. time frame would be the main chance for that. And then after that, it's mostly going to be near the Oklahoma-Arkansas state line, far southeastern Oklahoma, and there won't be a lot of them. But if one or two of them can get going, they can have some hail and wind threats during the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. That front kind of stalls out in southeastern Oklahoma, so tomorrow there'll be a bit of a range of high temperatures. Still going to be very mild, but Tulsa to the north, highs in the mid-60s. You get south of I-40, highs still well into the 70s, where that front will be kind of just hanging around, and there could be 1 or 2 storms that flare back up along that boundary Tuesday. Wednesday, temperatures once again still quite mild, upper 60s and low 70s, but then here are those better rain chances that come at us late in the week as we head towards Thursday and Thursday night. Rain and storms become a little bit more widespread, more likely. Could be a few embedded heavy storms in here, and we'll have to watch for the severe weather potential as well. But overall, this looks like our best shot at some slightly more widespread rains for the first time in a while from Thursday carrying over into Friday. That will have an impact on temperatures as well. So again, 7-day forecast. If you missed it earlier, today's probably the last day that we see those low 80s on the map, at least for a little while, but still nice and mild Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, once again, the umbrellas come back out with some better rain and storm chances, and then we'll have a slightly chillier start to the weekend on Saturday with highs in the 50s.